What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another prediction video for midweek for August 16th and 17th? Yes, 16th and 17th. What a weekend. 57 goals. One of the highest scoring weekends in MLS history, I believe. I think I heard that last night on the Nashville, Minnesota broadcast. It's unbelievable. Why so many goals? I felt like I did a pretty good job at least picking the winners for last weekend, but not so much the score. There's a couple of them that I got right with scoring like 3 or 4 goals, but that's ridiculous. But let's go ahead, jump right into this midweek games. First up, we have LAFC versus DC United. This game is going to be played on Tuesday. Currently, LAFC are 4 wins and a loss in the last 5. And DC United are currently 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses. DC United are 14th in the East, and LAFC are currently 1st in the West. They dominated last weekend against Charlotte, 5-0. I predicted that game to be a 4-2 win, but it was close, I guess, the prediction. Anyway, these two teams have played each other twice. LAFC have won 1 game, and they've drawn another. The last time that these guys played was back in 2019, and Los Angeles won 4-0 away. So currently, LA are averaging 2.2 goals a game. DC United haven't scored in their last 3 matches, and they haven't scored in their last 4 away matches. So it is not looking good for DC United here, and I think that's going to continue. But I do believe they might score 1 here. But I think I'm going to predict this game to be a 4-1 win for LAFC. I think they're just too strong, and especially at home. Next up, we have Atlanta United versus New York Red Bulls. Currently, Atlanta United are 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in the last 5. And the Red Bull are currently 1 draw and 4 losses in the last 5. Very disappointing for the Red Bull, but they are still, even with all that, they are still 4th place in the East. And Atlanta are 13th in the East. I'm so sad about that. We got lucky and got a draw there in Cincinnati, so maybe that'll build some of our confidence, but it's not looking good. But then at the same time, we're only 4 points out of 7th and 6th place. So if we can get a win here against the Red Bulls, that pushes us up the table pretty far. It's definitely going to come down to decision day, and it's going to be a crazy decision day. I will definitely have to be watching on that day if I can, if I'm not coaching. I did not get to watch any of the games on Saturday. I was at a soccer tournament all day coaching. I did get to see the first half of the Atlanta game on the trip home, but it was on a very small iPhone SE screen. So New York Red Bull haven't scored in their last 2 matches, and New York Red Bull, though, haven't lost to Atlanta United in their last 8 meetings. They are 5-3, so 5 wins, 3 draws. I think that changes here. This is a struggling Red Bull, and I think that this is an Atlanta team that is turning it around. I'm going to say that this game ends up being a 2-0 win for Atlanta. Maybe that is very hopeful in my eyes since I am an Atlanta fan, but 2-0 there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Next up, we have Toronto FC versus New England Revolution. Currently, Toronto are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in the last 5, and the Revs are 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. They are currently on a 4-game unbeaten streak. Currently, the Revs are 8th in the table, and Toronto are 12th in the table. Revs have scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches, and Toronto, they're on a 3-game unbeaten streak and a 2-game win streak, and so are the Revs on a 2-game win streak. So this might be a pretty good matchup. These teams are fighting for a playoff spot, so I think they're going to maybe step up that level. I think there's like 7 or 8 games left on the regular season. So with that being said, I think there's going to be some goals in this game. I think it's going to end up 3-2, and I will say that Toronto wins this game at BMO Field 3-2 over the Revs. That moves us on to NYCFC versus Charlotte. Currently, NYCFC are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in the last 5. and Charlotte are 2 wins and 3 losses in the last 5. These teams have never played against each other. Currently, NYCFC are 3rd in the East, and Charlotte are 11th. Charlotte are struggling, and so are New York. New York haven't won in the last 3 games, where Charlotte hasn't won in the last 2 games. NYCFC haven't kept a clean sheet in 12 competitions. That is probably why they're not 2nd in the table in the East, and then Charlotte haven't scored in their last 2 away matches. So this is going to be a difficult one to predict also, but I do believe that this will end in a draw. It'll either be 1-1 or 2-2, and I think that I'm going to have to go 2-2 on this one there, and it's actually going to be played at Red Bull Arena, so it's not going to be at Yankee Field for this game. So yes, I'll go with a 2-2 draw there. That moves us on to our second to last game for the midweek. Currently, and this one is FC Dallas versus Philadelphia Union. I was just going to jump right into their current form, make y'all guess who it is. Anyway, FC Dallas are currently 3 wins, a draw, and a loss, and Philadelphia Union are 4 wins and a loss in the last 5. FC Dallas and Philadelphia Union have not drawn any of their last 8 matches against each other. FC Dallas have scored 7 goals in their last 5 matches. I really want FC Dallas to win this. I want them to get into the playoffs. Currently, Philadelphia are 1st in the East, and FC Dallas is 3rd in the West, and they're pretty clear. I think that it would take a huge like losing streak for them to not be in the playoffs, because they are right now currently 6 points safe from 7th place, so I think that they're going to make it, which I'm happy for them with that. Anyway, back to the game here. They are at Toyota Stadium. FC Dallas are at home. I got a feeling this game is going to end in a draw for some reason, and I think it's going to be like a 3-3 draw maybe, or a 2-2. It's so hard to predict right now with how many goals. I mean, listen to Philadelphia Union's last game. They scored 4. 2 games before that, they scored 6. And then FC Dallas's last game was against San Jose, and they put up 4. So I think this might be a shootout, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to go 3-3 draw there at Toyota Stadium. That takes us to our last game of the midweek there. It's Vancouver Whitecaps versus Colorado Rapids. Currently, Vancouver are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in the last 5, and Colorado are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5. This is a 10 against 11 matchup. Colorado are 10th, Vancouver are 11th. They're in the West, so points here would be fantastic for either one of them. 3 points really. So Vancouver haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 8 matches, and Colorado, they're doing pretty good right now. They've been on a pretty good streak. Yeah, they lost against Seattle at Lumen Field, so that's a tough one, but every other thing they've either drawn or won in the last 5. So I'm going to have to go Colorado gets the upset here. I think not upset, but the away win. I will say that this game is going to be a 3-1 win for Colorado Rapid. So that is it for the midweek. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Also, please join the Discord. We have a couple people talking in there. We're just starting to get it to run. So please jump in there if you like talking soccer. We have an MLS chat. We have a general chat. I plan on maybe making some other kind of chats just to keep them all separated. We can talk any kind of soccer. I have a request from one of the subs to do my starting 11 favorite players video, and I think I might do that. So even if you jump into the chat in the Discord, tell me some videos that you'd like to see. Maybe we can do them. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.